This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so we discussed about the auxiliary constructor. You will be having your own uh, parameters. It's a primary constructor. Okay, not to worry. While you are declaring a constructor, you can give val here, var here, and val. If you are giving a val, it means it's only you can retrieve the value. You cannot assign the value to this after getting to the class. Var means you can assign the value. I mean, it means that you can reassign the value, and you can also retrieve the value. Okay, so whenever you create an object, normally there will be two things. You can assign a value, you can retrieve a value. You can assign a value means whenever you are creating an object, you'll actually pass a parameters. Correct? Whenever you're creating an object, you'll pass a parameters like this. Whoever is making use of this class, let me check who is making use of this class. Suppose if you want to know how or where this method is getting used, you simply select that, right click, find usages. Find usages. When you click on the find usages, it will show that who are all using your class. Okay, you can clearly it will clearly shows that where and all it is using. Okay, in this class, it is in this object, it is making use auxiliary constructor. I'm creating a constructor. I'm not passing any parameters. It means that I have a auxiliary constructor with no arguments. It means I have a auxiliary constructor with no arguments. So it'll get called, right? So look at here. Look at here. This auxiliary constructor called, when this auxiliary constructor called, it will come to this. It is when we say this, if it is matches with your signature of the primary constructor will get called. If the signature is matches with the primary constructor, it will get called the primary constructor. If the signature is not matched, then it look for the auxiliary constructor who has the only one argument. That is, I can click on this, find usage. Okay, if you don't find that, you can use a control, click on here, it will show that. So this auxiliary constructor is calling another auxiliary constructor. This auxiliary constructor calling with the three parameters. With the three parameters, we have a primary constructor. It is calling the primary constructor. So when it is calling a primary constructor, let me click on this. It's calling a primary constructor, right? So it means you are passing a name and a 0, 0. Name is Veera and age is this is 0, roll number is 0. You're passing like that. Okay. So what you are trying to do, you are creating a auxiliary constructor. You are in this, you are calling a primary constructor, but your signature, whatever you are calling, if the signature not match with the primary constructor, it look for the auxiliary constructor. Either auxiliary constructor or primary constructor has to be there. If you when you call with the same signature, the primary constructor is not there, it look for the auxiliary constructor. If the auxiliary constructor exists, then inside that the first statement has to be primary constructor call. So then it will get called. Okay, this is about auxiliary constructor. Coming to copy constructor. Copy constructor. What is a copy constructor? What is a copy constructor? Copying one object variables into another object. Copying variables from one object to another object. Just look at here, guys. This is I'm creating an object for student copy for this class. Okay, I'm passing name, I'm passing ID, I'm passing salary. Okay, when I pass this, I got one object which is called SC. I just named it as SC. You can name it as whatever it is. Student copy constructor. Very simple. Student copy constructor. Then I pass this student copy constructor to calling or creating one more object like this student copy constructor. I created one more student copy constructor where I'm passing a constructor. Look at here, the signature of this auxiliary constructor. This auxiliary constructor is taking an argument as same class type. So whatever the names I get here, whatever the variables I get here, I'm passing them to the primary constructor. It means I'm copying. No, this is SC. Okay, let me do one thing. R.id R.name R.salary. Okay, R, I'm printing for R object. Look at here, for R object. Okay, try to run this program. If you look at here, these three parameters, this one is coming from this up. Okay, you don't worry, this is coming from above. So look at here, for SC copy constructor, I have passed Ravi 101 and 1000. For the R, I copied the arguments or values from that constructor, that object to another object by using this. I printed this ID, name. It means the data is copied or not. So it is get copied. So this is nothing but copy constructor. That's nothing but copy constructor. Okay. Next, default constructor. If you don't specify any arguments, the class signature, one constructor will be called, that is copy constructor. That is default constructor. Your JVM will give one constructor for you if you don't have any arguments here. Okay, this also doesn't have any constructor, so you are declaring a variable and you are declaring another variable. So when you declare var delayed price, which is double type, it is a placeholder, getter and setter methods are generated for this one, right? When you compile this, in the background you can assign a value, you can retrieve a value. If it is a val, you cannot. If it is a val, only retrieve. You will not be having getter and setter. We'll talk about what is a getter, what is a setter in coming sessions. Getter getting the value, setter setting the value. Very simple. Okay, getter getting the value. It means the variable already has a value. We are taking that value. Setter, the variable does not have a value or does has a value, but I'm setting a value. One is you are setting a value, other one is you are getting a value. That's called setters and getters. If you see who are all making use of this, just click on find. So no one is using it. Okay, so next, default value constructor. Look at here, I think we have already seen default value method. If there is no values passed to that method, there will be default values will get assigned. This is what default value constructor. This will have a defaultly, if you pass a variables, if you pass a value, yes, well and good, it will take. If you don't pass, it will take the default one. It will take the default one. Okay. I think these are all we have already discussed. These are already discussed. Okay. Guys, Pojo, 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 plain old Java object. Pojo, plain old Java object. Okay, what is a plain old Java object? We will call it as a bean. We can call it as a bean, Java bean. You will be having a variable. You will be having a variable, and you will be having a respective setters and getters. Setters and getters. You will be having a variable, and you will be having a respective setters and getters. It means you can assign a value and you can retrieve the value based on their declaration type. Declaration type. Let me run this program. Okay. This is something. This is different. Okay, don't get confused with this. This object is something different from here you are getting. Okay, don't get confused. I'll show you in detail about the Pojo when we are discussing about uh, um, encapsulation. I'll clearly show about that. For now, you can just ignore Pojo. You just ignore Pojo. Internally, nothing guys. Internally, it creates setters and getters. I will explain that. Okay, so that is about the constructors. Okay, whatever we discussed so far. Copy constructor, default value constructor, primary constructor, auxiliary constructor. These are all important. People may ask in interview to test your Scala knowledge, or we will be using in the real time when we're writing our own code. Okay, okay. Let's do one thing. Let's move on to the inheritance. Okay, I think people might have heard about inheritance. Can anyone tell me what is inheritance? Can anyone tell me what is inheritance? What is the
It takes
inheritance?
the uh, attributes of the class to the parent object.
Okay. Anyone else?
Like inheriting the property of the from the parent class to the child class.
Very good. Inheriting the properties and behavior from parent class to child class. Parent class to child class. Why we need to inherit properties and behaviors from parent class to child class? What is the parent class, child class? First thing we have to understand that. So let's take an example. You have a class name called pen. Class name called pen, and you have created another class called ball pen. You have created another class called ball pen. Okay, you have created another class called ball pen. Now there are some functionalities. There are some functionalities. Is already defined in pen class. I want to make use of that pen class. That pen class behaviors or variables into the child class or into the ball pen class. Then what I will do, I'll create a relationship between them. I'll create a relationship between them. What type of relation I will create? What type of relation I'll create? I'll create a relation like is a relation. is a relation. What is the is a relation? I'll tell you simply. Let's take an example. Ball pen is a pen. Ball pen is a pen. Can I say ball pen is a pen? We have a ball pen, we have a ink pen, we have a gel pen, we have a sketch pen, right? These are all different pens, correct? Yes or no, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
So can I say ball pen is a pen? When I say ball pen is a pen, it means ball pen and pen has some relation. Okay, let me show some examples. Let me close all of them. Go to inheritance. Okay, let's see inheritance demo. Okay, let me put same our day-to-day IT employee and developer testing, that kind of relation. Okay, let's look at here. I have an employee class. I have a employee class. Normally, what the details will have: employee, salary, other income, ID, name, and all will be there. But let's keep them aside. Okay. So I have a employee has a salary and other income. Okay. Salary and other income. Salary is 1,000 and other income is 500. Okay. Let's look at developer. Developer, he has one more field, something like bonus. Apart from salary and other income, he has some other component called bonus. So now look at here, class developer extends employee. It means employee has some functionalities and features. He's extending those features. That's the meaning of extends, guys. Okay, extends, the feature of the meaning of the extends is you have one class is there. You are going to make use of them. And also you are going to extend the functionalities of it and fields of it, whatever it is. There is already one model is there. You are going to extend that model by adding some more fields. That's a extends. Now your employee become a parent, developer will become a child. Employee will become a parent, developer will become a child. Now can I say developer is an employee? Can I say or not?
Yes.
Developer is an employee, so it means there is a relation between them. Is a relation. Developer is an employee, is a relation. So when they have a relation between these two, so you can make use of the parent attributes and functionalities inside the child. So salary and other income, the developer does not have them here declared, but a bonus is declared, but still he can make use of it. Okay, so shall we go ahead and check it how we can see? Let's create an object for the developer alone. Bonus, get prints, this, get salary to string. Okay, no problem. Okay, now I'm going to create developer object. So there are other objects. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to concentrate only on this. Okay, let's go ahead and run this. I want to see only developer part, this highlighted one. Don't look at other part. Only look at the highlighted part. Does developer has a salary field? I didn't declare, but still I'm able to access here as 1,000, bonus as a 200, right? How come these things came? He got it from parent. He got it from parent. Parent has a salary. Parent has a bonus. Oh, sorry. Parent does not have a bonus. Child has a bonus. Other income. Parent has other income. I didn't print them. Developer has only bonus, but he got the salary also. So when you create an object for the developer, see the signature of the developer, how he created. Developer, new developer only. So we're just printing the object. Because look at here, toString method I have overridden. toString method, you need to understand about the toString. See, toString method I have overridden. I'm taking the bonus. I am taking the salary. I can also take other income, guys. Okay, not to worry about it. I can take other income also. I can also take other income. Okay, I can also take other income. Plus, why it's not coming? Other income is a private, no? So either it's a private thing cannot be accessed. I'll tell you about the private later. Let me remove the private for some time. Let's remove the private for some time. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Look at here. Look at here. I'm going to run the program. Super may not be used variable other income. Okay. So since it will be used for the thing, you can directly make use of this. No problem. You can directly make use of this. If you see that developer part, when you create an object, dev object, salary is 1,000, bonus is 200, other income is 500. Total it will come as a 1,700. That we'll see later. Okay, as soon as you call this method, disp, it will go to disp. And says that I am from developer and super dot get salary. Super dot get salary. Get salary is a method. Get the salary. Get salary is the method. Where it is there? It is there in the super class. It's there parent class. Parent class we can call as a super. Parent will call as a super. Extends, whatever is there right side of the extends will call super. Extends keyword. Whatever is there right side of the extends keyword will call super. Whatever is there left hand side of the extends will call as a sub. Okay, whatever is there extends right hand side of the extends keyword will call as a super. Whatever is there left hand side of the super extends will call as a sub or parent child. Whatever right hand side of the extends will call as a parent. Whatever the left side of the extends will call child. So that's the reason we're calling as a super here. Okay, super or super we call, there is no keyword called parent, super only we have. So I am from this, I'm calling the method. So that's the reason it is given you 1,000. So salary is 1,000 only. Okay, sorry, this one is given 1,000 only. Okay, done. Next statement, salary. So I'm trying to get the salary. So develop does not have a salary field at all, but how come he is able to access it? Because he is a child of the parent. So obviously we know that most of the it's happening in the in our tradition, not tradition, I can say it's in human soul as well. If the parent owns something, so the child can make use of it. The parent has some property, child can make use of it. So similarly, the salary is a parent property. His child is able to using it. Okay, that's the reason for printing salary. A prints is just a method. Prints method. Prints is just a method. You can just hold the class. This is child specific. It's a child specific. It's not coming from parent. It's a child specific. Okay, bonus 200. Get salary. Total salary is 1700. Total salary 1700. Get salary plus bonus plus income. Total 1700. You guys understand now the relation? We'll talk later about the access modifiers. What are the things child can take? What are the things cannot take child? For heads up, private cannot take anyone. If it is a private, it's own, your own. You will not give to your childs. It's a private, your own, your private. Okay. So other access modifiers we'll discuss about public and protect later, because if you understand these things, explaining the access modifiers with the relations is easy for me. So that's the reason first try to understand the relations, then we'll talk about it. Okay, so private means very simple, guys. Private, the name itself is saying it's a private. It cannot be given to anyone else. It's not going to access by anyone else, no matter whether it's a child or wife or there, no one will make use of them. It's a private. Okay, so here the parent class, if you declare as a private here, you cannot make use of the childs. Is this clear? Employee and developer relation. Any doubts? So what is the use of doing this? I will explain you. Okay, please go ahead.
Ravi, one doubt. You said that constructor cannot have a return type, right?
Constructor cannot have a return type, correct?
So if you want to return some value, then we have to create a method within the constructor, just like you have get cell in the super
Correct,
class. Super.
correct.
Okay.
Any other doubts? What is the use of the inheritance? What is the use of inheritance? Code reusability. Very simple. Code reusability. So salary I have written one time in parent class. I'm making use in child. We have written salary only one time in parent, other income only one time in parent. We are making use in child. Child can have its own. Child can have its own. Let's take an example. Let's take an example. So I have given 100 crores to my child. My child can increase it. Okay, he can earn one more 100 crores. That's his own. His own, right? So or he can make it 0 crores. So if we give 100 crores, or he can make it 0 crores. So that's how the child is behaves. How the child is behaves, and how the child is override. How the child is override. Override. You have given on functionality, child is overriding that functionality. You have given on functionality, and your child is overriding that functionality. So in your functionality, you are returning only salary. In your functionality, you are returning only salary. But your child gets salary. Look at, guys. In the parent gets salary, he's returning only salary. He's not returning other income also. He's returning only salary. But in child, the child gets salary, he's summing all other incomes, other income and bonus also. So it means If you give one behavior, your child can override that behavior. Your child can override that behavior. Clear? If you give one behavior to your child can override that behavior. That's the meaning of it. That's the meaning of it. Is it clear, guys? Okay. Let's look at the tester. Let's look at the tester. Another child. He don't have any other fields. He's not making. He's don't have any his own particular things. His only salary, and whatever the employees gives, he's take only. So he don't have a bonus and other components. So only one method is there. Tester method is there. Nothing else. In that he is taking his salary from the parent. Salary also he don't declare. Tester also he doesn't have its own salary. He is getting from parent and assigning himself. If you create as a tester, if you create a tester, he's taking that, taking this. Okay, here I want to make you one more point in inheritance. If you look at here, child can make use of the parent class properties. Child can make use of parent class properties, but parent cannot make use of the child class. Parent cannot make use of child class. Look at here. This is employee parent, right? So he is a parent, right? Line number 55, whichever I have highlighted. He has only salary and other income. No. So let's try. I'll try to take a bonus of the child. I'll try to take a bonus. Okay. Let's look at whether I'm able to access it or not. Let's try I'm able to access it or not. Okay. Employee dot, do you have a bonus component? You don't have. You don't have it with a B. You don't have anything. You don't have it. So it means parent cannot access child class property. It's clear? Parent cannot access child class property, but child can access the parent class properties. Okay. Now, one more thing I would like to show you here, guys. So this is individual parent. This is individual child. If you look at the line number 72, if you look at the line number 72, I'm declaring dev2, developer2, which is a parent type, Your parent type variable can hold child object. Your parent type object can hold child object. Okay, let's look at here. Dev2 dot, where is the bonus? Dev2 dot, you don't have a bonus. You have only other income and salary, which comes from the parent. Your parent reference, but object is child. Parent reference, but object is child. Let's do one thing. Println dev2 dot get salary. Okay, let's try run this one. You can see what is the output of this. this disp is coming from develop. Okay, this disp is coming from parent only. It's coming, but why it is? 1 second. Let's see. One second. Developer. Okay. I am from developer and super dot get salary. So this diff, yeah, actually it is calling child one only. Okay, you can see here clearly. That's what even I'm surprised. Developer, when I call dev2 dot disp, dev2 dot disp, okay, output what it is printed. I am from developer and salaries. So it is printing from here. Overridden method. Overridden method is printing this. So overridden one it is printing. Overridden one, which is get salary, it is calling parent class. I am from developer. So look at here. I am from developer and salary. I'm from developer and salary is I'm from developer and salary is yes. It's calling developer method. When I call like this, it actually makes you little confused. Okay, this behavior. This actually makes you a little confused, but don't get confused. Here, you are referring a parent class by holding the child object. Child object. So when you say this dev2 dot disp, dev2 dot disp actually calling the child one. Child one. Actually calling child one. Okay, dev2 dot salary is actually coming from the parent. Okay, so that's the reason it's saying 1000. Dev2 dot get salary. Dev2 dot get salary, is it calling parent? No, it's also from child. That's the reason you are getting 1700, right? That's the reason you are getting 1700. So it means your parent can hold the child object. Your parent can refer the child object. Your parent can refer the child object. It's a reference only, no? Your parent can refer the child object, but vice versa, it will not work. This will not work. This will not allow. Your child cannot hold parent refer. Your child object or a child type cannot hold parent object. Child cannot hold parent object because it's a backward is not possible. So it's a down to up is not possible. So child is next level. Parent is top level. Parent is top level. Child is bottom. So child cannot hold parents one, but parent can hold any child. Parent is a vast. Parent is a vast. He's a big. He's big than child. That's the reason. He's up one layer up. Parent is one layer up. That's the reason he can hold the child's objects. So he can hold the child objects. If you guys remember our data structure, data types hierarchy, data types hierarchy. Any is the parent. He can hold other data types. Any value is a parent for integer, float, double, and all, right? So like that. So it means parent can hold the childs, but childs cannot hold parent. Childs cannot hold parent. Okay. Any doubts so far? Any doubts so far? Any doubts so far?
Ravi, the total when it is calling get salary, That isn't that confusing, because it is taking 1700 when we try to assign a value or define that variable, then it was not showing because it was not part of the parent class.
Where
Yeah,
which variable?
bonus.
Bonus is, see here what is happening, I'll tell you.
Yeah, here
Not
bonus is
dollar
accepting because it's not part of the parent class.
parent, correct.
Right, but when it comes to the get salary method, it's trying to access from the child class, right?
But it is accessing inside the method, no?
Yeah.
So this one, when I click it is taking to a parent, but actually it is not. It is overridden here.
So it is also bonus.
Yeah, it is accessing through a method, right? Through a method.
Right.
Directly
Okay.
it is not.
Right.
Okay. Any other questions? Any other question? Okay. If no questions, let's jump into stuff. So actually, there are different type of inheritances. Different type of inheritances. What are the different types of inheritances? Okay. One is single level inheritance. Single level inheritance. It means only one parent and only one level child. One parent, single. Some people call single inheritance. Some people call single inheritance. It means one parent, only one child. One parent, only one child. That is single. Only one parent is there, only one child will be there. Next one is multi-level. Multi-level. What is multi-level? Means one parent, one child. That child also has another child. That child also has another child. You got it? What I'm trying to say? Multiple levels. It's not only one level. Multiple levels. Multiple levels. One parent, one child. It means single level. One parent, one child. That child has another child. That child has another child. So it means grandchild, super grandchild, like that. That is multi-level. Let me show you multi-level. Class A, class B. Look at here. Class A, child of class B is a child of class A. Class C is a child of class B. And if you have one more level, you can have it. Okay. C is grandchild to A. C is grandchild to A. If you have like this multiple levels, this is the parent. It has one child. This has one child. Now you guys tell me, child C will have his parent's parent property both, right? His parent, his father and grandfather properties also he can able to access, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
So he will be having until unless they are private. If it is a private, he cannot access. If this non-private, he can access. If it's not private, he can access. Okay, this is multi-level, not multiple. Don't say multiple and don't get multiple. Okay, so inheritances actually has different types. One is single, only parent and child. One is multi-level. Multi-level means one class A, one class B, one class C. The class C is the grandchild of class A. Okay, and other one is hierarchical. I'll show you here. Hierarchical. It's very simple. Whatever we have taken a first demo, no. See, this is hierarchical. One employee. This employee has a two childs. Developer is one child. Tester is one child. Two childs, but the same level. Employee, developer, and tester are the same level. Look at here. Developer is extends employee only. Tester also extends employee only. Okay. Are you guys able to understand? Hierarchy.
What do we call this type as?
Hierarchy. Hierarchical. Normally we call a hierarchy, no? Manager, his manager, leader, like that. Hierarchy. Hierarchy. Single level, parent and child. That's it. Nothing else. No one else will be there. One parent, one child. Multi-level, one parent, one child. His child will have one more child. Hierarchy, one parent. Hierarchy employee, child A, child B. He can have child C also, guys. Okay, he can have child C also. Okay, there is no problem in it. It's called hierarchy. Hierarchy
Ravin,
actually
in
looks like a
hierarchy, yeah, in hierarchy, the child class will only extend the the super class. It won't extend the sub child class, right?
then it will become a multi-level, right?
Okay.
If you do like that, you are asking this one A, B, you are extending this C with B.
Mhm. Yeah.
I will try to draw it here.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, A. From A, you got B. From B, you got C. This is the one, correct? A. Okay, actually, this arrows has to be reverse way. Okay, try to remember this arrows has to be reverse. There is a symbolic also. I'll tell you that later. Hierarchy is not like that. Hierarchy is different. So there is A, B got from here. Again A only, C come from this. Again A only, D can come from this. If you do reverse way, one A, 3 childs. This is if you do reverse A, B, C, 3 different layers. And single, I think I don't written separately single. So generally say single only, whatever. This is singleton is different. Singleton is different. Okay. These 3 differences are clear.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. One is single, other one is multi-level, other one is hierarchy. Don't get confused with the multiple. Multiple is different. Multiple is different. Multiple is multiple parents on child. Multiple parents on one child. That's a different. Okay. Parent A, parent B. Child actually comes from the multiples. But this is not possible in Java as well as Scala directly with the classes. It's not possible Scala and Java directly using classes. It means there is a possibility we can use some different way that we will talk later. Okay, let me show you that. A, child B, so B, I'll say some C. Here B, C. If you do the reverse way, you have two parents C. Okay, multiple is not possible using classes. Multiple is not possible using classes. It means there are some other things to use which is possible, but using classes is not possible. Using classes is not possible. Is this clear?
Yeah, Ravi.
And there is one more that's called a hybrid. That's called hybrid. Okay, hybrid is actually combination of multiple and hierarchy. Okay, that's not written here, but I can show you. Hybrid, that is some, it comes like one parent, two childs. Okay, now SP, ST, C, ST. Actually, if you ask me to draw, it's a different, I can show you. I have already drawn something. Okay, it's just not there. It is there somewhere, but no problem. I can, or else. It's not there. I can show in the internet what is there. This is single, multiple, hierarchical. Okay, this is single, multiple, multi-level hierarchical. Look at this. This is hybrid. This is hybrid. One parent, two childs. This two childs, one parent. Two parents and one child. Hybrid is not really supported. Actually, multiple itself is not supported. Bottom two is not supported. Directly using classes. Directly using classes. Please let me know if you have any questions. Please let me know if you have any questions. Okay. So that is about inheritance and their different types. The purpose of the inheritance is to reuse the code. Reuse the code. Reusability of the code. Okay. So in the next session, we'll discuss about overriding the methods and overriding the arguments. And we'll try to discuss about some other concepts of hoops. Abstraction. There is abstraction. Before I start abstraction, I want to talk about the access modifiers. Access modifiers. We'll talk that in the next session. Okay. Any questions?
No, Ravi.
Yeah, that's it for now. So if you guys have any questions, please ask me, else we can leave for the day. We'll connect in the next session.
Thank you, Ravi. Bye.
Okay, guys. Bye.